No, I'm doing a tail to tape here.
Oh, great. That's cool. Nice. I like it.
Oh God, we got to see you too. Hearing you was enough. Okay. Welcome, Dreadbull.
You guys can both suck it.
I was telling Chop that you made us a scorecard, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. I got my scorecard. I already got my scores tabulated. So nice. Got a little chart here. I'll keep everybody's selections.
Finally doing some work for the show. That's good to see.
Yeah. I thought I might throw in a little bit.
It's only been a year.
Throw in a little bit of effort.
We had to go through a fucking name change and everything halfway through the season, and
yeah.
No, I picked up this bad boy.
I can see it.
With Midnight.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Let there be witchery.
Man,
cool cover.
I got a free copy of it. I would have given it to you, man.
Oh God,
remember, I get that shit.
Bitch.
I just got another band too. I got Satan's new album too.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Really?
I can't believe we're getting like freebies. Well, you are. Yes.
Yeah. Well, hey, this is what happens when you're the talent.
I think this is a great topic. I think this is a really fun, a fun little thing. The whole Slugfest idea, I think, is great.
I think so too. It's going to be a good time.
It was fun to do it. It was just fun to sit down and like compare the songs and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be fun to talk about them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, I said this is just so much better being able to see you all instead of like
see everybody
waiting anticipation for someone else to talk to. Oh, okay, there he is.
Yeah, I wish I had known this earlier. We would have fixed it. Yeah, you are. That's for
you're just a swipe away.
I've been called a lot worse things, so
that's true. Mostly by us. So
all here, baby.
That's right. Yeah, we actually like it. So, that's what friends are for.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Well, man, I've even got Vic on my chart here. Damn it! I'm just gonna put little X's in all of his.
Disqualified.
Just put a little penis there.
Penis is gonna penis I don't think I have a penis icon on Word.
I'm sure you could make a quick one.
Make a penis.
Yeah.
So it would be an 8 equals, and then a capital D. So that's a little Yeah,
or you can do a little chevron, a little pointy, a greater than or less than, depending on which way you're going.
Well, on a phone you do the 8 equals, and then a capital D, so it looks like a little penis.
For Vic it's only 2 equals.
So I only have room for 1 equals, so it's a chode.
Okay, there you go.
You don't have room on there for me.
No BDE today, brother.
I'll have to go to landscape mode for Choptop.
Manscape.
Mowing that shit down.
All right, gentlemen. Well, shall we
might as well get started,
into our Slugfest?
Let's do it.
Howdy, this is David Sanchez, and you are listening to and or watching Heavy Metal Horror.
I am Montag, master of illusion. What goes up must come down, but not always.
Hey, this is Choptop, and this is going to be a fight, so keep it heavy.
Dreadbull, let's slug it out.
And you are watching and listening to Heavy Metal Horror. Oh, tonight, kiddies, we've got a brand new show. We've got a new show for you called Slugfest. That's right, we're taking 2 titans, music, and we're going to fight it out. 1 song at a time, 1 round at a time to see who's the winner at the end. And in the night's battle, heavyweight competition, 8 rounds of fighting for your pleasure. In this corner, coming in at 55 minutes and 4 seconds, hailing from San Francisco, 1986's Master of Puppets. In this corner, coming in at 40 minutes and 50 seconds, hailing from Los Angeles, 1990s Rust in Peace. All bets are off. Low blows only. Here comes Slugfest.
Taking the gloves off, motherfuckers.
That's right. Tonight,
Bear Knucks.
I'm glad you said Nux. I was like, bear. Oh, come on, Dreadbull. We're not doing that kind of fighting.
Just Knucks.
Bear
We're just
nut
bearing
fighting.
the nuts.
Keep the taint away.
Balls out.
That's
Bear
right.
Knucks.
It's Taint Fest. Oh, yeah. Whew. Well, the tail of the taint. That's what I should have done. Yeah, tonight, man, we have got two giants of metal. We thought, what a better way to start off Slugfest than by having two of the biggest albums, arguably the biggest albums of all time in metal, going round to round. And here's how it's going to go. We're going to take the first track and we're going to talk about the track. And then we're going to say who we decide wins that track, what our vote is. And now with only three of us, since Wildcard's not here, we're not going to have a split decision or a draw in any given round. So, and then we're going to go track by track. And then after 8 rounds, all the tracks have been discussed. And we're going to find out who tonight's champion is. All right. Well, I'm worn out. I'm going to go take a nap.
Let's pause there and grab a nap.
Grandpa,
we're
Grandpa
back.
Montag needs a nappy time.
Already sweating.
Yeah, I need a nappy for sure. I did something in my pants. I need a nappy. All right. Well, let's go. Round 1.
Round
We've
1.
got Battery versus Holy Wars. The punishment due. All right, Dreadbull, let's hear your assessment. These two tracks. Let's hear it.
So yeah, while Battery is a great song, great opener, a lot of energy, a lot of speed, brutal song, dude, it's Holy Wars, man. This is one of the greatest metal songs of all time, one of the greatest of Megadeth's whole career. Absolutely love this song. So it's one of my favorite metal songs, period. So yeah, I think this is Megadeth coming out with an absolute haymaker. Plah, right upside the head of Metallica. Blam!
It's like the first round in Tyson's TKO when you hit the Glass Jaw Johnson.
Megadeth just charges out and clocks Lars right upside the face. Fat lip right there.
Right.
Holy Wars is my vote here.
All right, Choptop,
one.
your round 1 assessment, Battery versus Holy Wars.
Yeah, there are 2 seminal albums, of course, in the thrash metal field. And,
Seminal. Speaking of seminal, where's my sock?
Where's your nappy?
but I think I think with Battery, I love like I reflect what Dreadbull said. The opener, the opening kind of sets the kind of tone, and it's very high paced, and it's brutal. It's a thrasher, but man, I'm gonna say this up front. I think Megadeth has always been the more technically proficient band than Metallica.
Mm-hmm.
And with that lineup and that opening track, it's got to be Holy Wars for me.
Yeah.
I mean, when they get to that point where Friedman breaks down, it's like that acoustic kind of Spanish kind of guitar thing, and then it just
like a Middle Eastern.
Yeah. And then that kind of sludgy kind of that break in the middle, and then oh man, it's just so perfectly constructed, so technically proficient. Holy Wars gets my vote too.
And you're right. That lineup with Menza and Marty Friedman, my God, they all meshed beautifully on that album. Great lineup.
I think that was their best lineup of all. I mean, they're a competent band. They usually play well, but there was something about those Soros guys that just like the chemistry was there. If it wasn't there, you wouldn't be putting out an album like this, And they were great live. Chop and I saw them live on the was it the
Clash of the Titans?
Clash of the Titans, right?
Oh man, they ripped it up.
They did. That I can't agree with you any more than that there, Dread. That was
I saw them during this tour, as a matter of fact.
Oh, right. That's when you got to hang out, right?
Yeah, we got to hang out with Nick Menza and do some shots of Jaeger together. That was great, man.
And he asked you if you had any cocaine, right?
Right, yeah. He was looking to score some coke. We're like, dude, man, can't help you there, buddy.
Yeah, but
he got mad at us because we had knockoff Megadeth shirts on. We bought bootleg shirts outside of the venue.
Nice.
Yeah, he kind of snarled at us about that one.
Sure.
But it's all good.
Yeah.
Rest
we
in peace,
did pay
Vic
to see
Menza.
your play, though. You know, you can always say that.
Mhm,
You did make your $15 tonight from me.
Bought him shots. What's he want?
Yeah, exactly. There you go. That all paid off. So,
All right.
All right.
How about yourself?
Well, you know,
Montag?
I think Battery comes in with that building crescendo into a really great thrash song. I mean, it's just it just bludgeons from the get-go. But I'm going to agree with the two of you. Holy Wars has such a diversity. There's so many time changes, so many great groove parts that are just. It's not just straightforward thrash. It's unexpected. You get in these changes of time and signature, musical styles, emotion. Fantastic leads.
It's almost a progressive thrash song.
It really is. Yeah, I mean, Megadeth at this stage, I think, was really pushing that progressive melodic thrash metal, almost like Death was doing with the death metal sphere. Megadeth, right. I think at this stage of their career, this album in particular, this album is like just really hits it in all the sweet spots. So round one for me goes to Holy Wars, The Punishment 2. So Dread's got our scorecard tonight.
Clean sweep by
round
Megadeth
one. Round one goes to Megadeth. Rest in peace.
All right, bludgeoning of the taint in round one. Absolute bludgeoning.
I should get a bell sound here. Maybe I'll find one to insert. After when I'm mixing the show, ting ting, a ring.
Metallica is reeling a bit after round one.
They came out swinging, but they clearly were outclassed in round one. Round two, I think this one's going to be a very good fight here. We have Master of Puppets versus Hangar 18. Choptop, let's go to you for round two. What are your thoughts? Master of Puppets versus Hangar 18.
Well, Hangar 18, I do love the subject matter, anything about aliens or wars or things that Megadeth write about usually, and it's got a catchy riff to it. This one I'm leaning towards Master of Puppets. I like the lyrical content better. I like the subject matter, and I like the way the song is structured. And that, of course, Master has that has a breakdown where it slows down, that slow part, and then it just builds up again, comes in Master, so I like the construction of that song better. I like the lyrical content better. So in round two, my vote goes to Master.
All right, round two goes to Master. All right, Dreadbull, let's hear
your
take on round two.
Yeah, this is like when Rocky and Apollo both throw those right hooks simultaneously to each other. This is just two giant blows. Yeah, I said it. Go ahead and chuckle. Yeah, incredible song.
Speaking of blow,
real punching power. Okay, so if I'm forced to choose here,
you don't have to. I think you can say.
I think I'm going to choose though. I'm going to choose here.
All right, that's good. If there's a glaring word on it.
I am going Hangar 18. I think the guitar work alone in this song is legendary. That exchange of leads between Marty and Dave back and forth while Nick is just keeping up this frenetic, that energy with the drums in the background. I just every time I hear this song, man, those solos just back and forth, so good. Again, the intricacy, like you said, Chop, the musicianship that Megadeth always has, but particularly in this album, is top notch. So yeah, I'm going to give a very, very slight edge. I love Master of Puppets, a classic, a great song. But yeah, for me, as I sat and listened to both of these back and forth, I would say Hangar 18 just had me going a little bit more, got me a little bit more pumped. So that's where I give the edge to Hangar 18 here.
Yeah.
So Montag, for you,
this one's tough. This one was tough.
Guys, excuse me. Montag, hang out. Somebody's at the door, so you have to cut this. I apologize.
We're keeping it in. We're keeping it in.
Oh, now we can talk about him. That son of a bitch. Door answering bastard. What a time to order a pizza. Come on.
Exactly. Man. That's how every porn starts. Oh, delivery at the door.
Uh-huh.
Maybe Joe ordered extra
Something
sausage.
tells me he's not going to get laid at the end of this little encounter.
Nobody is.
Nah.
Yeah, yeah, this is a good one.
I apologize, guys.
That's okay. We were
I'm
just
back, so
we were just laughing
hear
at
that.
you. What was it?
Sex toy.
Oh no. I had a friend dropping off collectors. Iron Maiden brews, little brews. So I don't drink that kind of that kind of beer because I'm not a fan of like IPAs, darks. I mean,
Well, when we get together for our bar cookout, bring them.
Okay. Well, I'll show you quick what they are.
Sure.
They're it's a collector's. It's kind of cool. I know this is off topic of the show, but I never saw these before.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh wow.
What was it say?
That's a new one.
Hellcat. Iron Maiden time brew dog. Nice brew dog.
Yeah,
Look at my trooper beer right here.
What kind of beer is
it's
that?
called a India Pale Lager.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So
yeah. Well, you'll have to bring one so we can try one at least. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping the packaging. I mean, I have no use for them, so but
yeah. Well, cool.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Off topic.
No problem. All right, that's cool. I'm keeping it all. It's all staying in. I'm not going to edit. I'm done editing. Okay, we were at Master Puppets versus Hangar 18. Yeah, these are two titans, coming at it full blown. Master Puppets is one of those songs that is a definer, I think, for Metallica. Everyone knows this. Old school fans, it's a song that everyone listens to. It's a powerful song with its lyrical content, its structure. It's a great song. Hangar 18, I also love the lyrical content. It is, aliens and this kind of government conspiracy stuff. It's really great. It has phenomenal construction as well. And like Dreadbull said, that last, minute and a half of the song, there's just these amazing exchange of solos back and forth and back and forth. I think eight exchanges, I think, just goes back and forth. And this is what carries the song for me. The music is just killer. And so for me, round 2 goes to Hangar 18 based on the musicality. Yeah.
Wow. So round 2,
yes,
Megadeth wins over Master of Puppets.
Yeah,
stunner.
I would have liked to have known Wildcard's take on these, as
Me
well.
Me too. Yeah.
So, all right, round 3, ding ding. We've got The Thing That Should Not Be and Take No Prisoners. All right, Dread, or should I go first since we're taking turns?
Sure, go right ahead.
Okay, A Thing That Should Not Be. Great track, real sludgy. And you got this whole Lovecraft kind of connection. So it's hitting all my sweet spots.
You have none.
Exactly. But
they're all sour.
Yeah.
Gonna get them right in the sweet bread.
That's right. Sourdoughs. Take No Prisoners is a lot more upbeat. And again, musically more complex. It's got elements of thrash. It's got, again, wildly changing time changes, great solos. And it's only because of that element of the song where it's more engaging than a sludgy song that just kind of keeps on saying sludgy. I like the song. I really do. But the edge goes to Take No Prisoners because of the way the song is it's fast, changing, music's great. Take No Prisoners for me.
Nice.
Okay. Who went first last time?
I
think.
All right, so Dread, you go next.
Yeah, toughie here. This was a tough one to kind of compare because there's such a contrast.
Mm-hmm.
You got kind of a classic thrash energy of Take No Prisoners. Fantastic song. And then more of a doom sludginess, of Thing That Should Not Be. That one, that was one of the early songs that kind of gravitated me towards Metallica when I first started listening to them, because it had that nice heavy sludginess. It wasn't super fast. I wasn't quite ready for speed, thrash metal quite yet at that time. So yeah, love that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It took a little while. I was a late bloomer, I'll say. So yeah, very hard to compare these tracks. So at the end of the day here, I'm going to call this one a draw for me.
Ooh, nice.
I'm going to say, I'm going to call a draw here.
Excellent.
So we do have an opportunity for a
swing one way or another, or an even round, right?
An even round here.
Yes. All right. Choptop, what do you say?
I say that I'm going with the thing that should not be, because of all the things that Montag said, and plus I'm a huge doom metal lover anyways, and that newness and that sludginess and that heaviness of that song really shines through for me, and the lyrical content. And Take No Prisoners, it's a good track, it's a good thrash track, but it's not one of the more memorable for me on Rust in Peace. So yeah, thing that should not be for me.
All right, round 3 is a draw.
It's a draw.
Look at that. I love that. Round 3 is a draw. Hey, it's bound to happen. These are 2 colossal albums.
Yeah.
And how the songs line up, that's just how it happens. All right, round 4, we've got Welcome Home, Sanitarium versus Five Magics. All right, Chop, this one's you start off first.
Oh boy. Well, Welcome Home, I mean, just, again, one of those kind of beautiful intros, and then it's got the classic breakdown that Metallica's known for, and an epic song. Lyrically, just fantastic. So structure-wise, yeah, I mean, this is such a difficult round. Five Magics is, wow, just such a burner. There's so much, again, technically proficient. And like I always said at the beginning, like, they're just a more technically proficient band than Metallica. And that's not taking anything away from Metallica. Just, you hear it. I mean, you hear it in the interplay, guitar interplay, and the time changes and things we've discussed already on some other songs. So, man, I'm going to call.
You're still undecided.
Chop's calling a draw on this one. Okay,
I got to. I can't.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
All right, Dreadbull, what say you about round 4?
Boy, oh boy. This was another very, very difficult round. I mean, these songs, unlike the previous songs, these 2 have a lot of similarities, I think. There's a lot of some really great time changes, some nice sort of atmospheric sections. God, yeah, this one, I've gone back and forth with this also. Even to this moment, I am really undecided here. I'm going to have to call a draw on this one as well.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, this was, I just can't decide. I love Sanitarium. I want to go with Sanitarium, but when I re-listened, I hadn't listened to Rust in Peace for a while, but when I re-listened to Five Magics, like, wow, man, I forgot how good that song was. And
oh yeah,
maybe some of these are a result of a little bit of Metallica fatigue over the years. We've just we've heard so much.
Good point.
But I can't come up with a winner here.
So the pressure's on me.
So 2 draws here. Do you have a winner of this round?
Well, I'm going to say, of all 8 tracks, this one was the hardest for me to make a decision on. The other ones were less difficult. Like they were clear. Some of the tracks were clear winners, and some were much more difficult. This one, I had to go back and forth on several times. I listened to both. Like, okay, I gotta hear them one more time, because it's this to close. And for all the reasons that you guys said, they both have incredible construction and parts that are transcendent and go beyond it. And Five Magics is one of those ones where you just always get in your head, just headbanging. Sanitarium was a song that I actually did a parody of. Some friends and I did one when we were at school, because we had a planetarium.
I remember that.
Yes,
I remember you singing that.
Planetarium at BG. see the stars there. It's for free. Right. But that had nothing to do with my decision. My decision goes with Welcome Home Sanitarium, because listening to the end, although this one is like a shade, it's like 51% to 49. I mean, it is that close, and a lot of it had to do with the last couple minutes of the song and the musicality of Welcome Home, and it's just a great emotional track. It just pushes it over the edge for me. So I'm going Welcome Home Sanitarium. So
I'm glad you went that way, because I could almost say the same, a 51 to 49 split.
Yeah, it
towards
was
Sanitarium. So yeah, I feel like now that we've discussed it, it does deserve the win here in this round. So
but you already made your decision.
No,
it still does, right?
It would have supported your decision. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. No, that's true. It was just really close. And the testament, because you guys, we all felt the same struggle, which is good. But these are two phenomenal songs that are really close in a lot of ways. We both, we all like these songs. And I had to make a decision in this track. I'm like, and there was just something about it. Maybe because I hadn't listened to this album for decades. Because like you said there, Dreadbull, the Metallica Fatigue, or I just had lost kind of interest in them, in all honesty, where I still listen to Megadeth. So at least this album, this is the most of Megadeth what I listen to is this album. When I listen to Megadeth, it's this one. So, but so all right, round 4 goes to Master of Puppets. Okay,
their first win, round win.
Okay, round 5. Round 5 coming out slugging. We have Disposable Heroes and Poison Was the Cure. All right, Choptop. Oh no, who went first? Oh, no, Dreadbull. You go first this time, I think.
Okay. This one, I really like the old school feel of Poison Was the Cure. It has an old Metallica, like it could have come off of Peace Cells or So Far So Good So What. It's a great thrash metal song. But Disposable Heroes is one of my favorite tracks off of Puppets. Those sort of galloping machine gun riffs throughout kind of keeps up this chugging energy throughout that whole song. There's some just great guitar solos all over the place in this song. He sprinkles men everywhere. Great groove section in that one. I mean, this song just has a bit of everything that I love. So, and for me, that makes it a clear winner here. I think for me, Disposable Heroes, easy win on this one.
All right, Choptop, Disposable Heroes versus Poison Was the Cure.
Everything that Dreadbull said, I agree with. And Disposable is such an underrated, and I think one of maybe their most underplayed songs. One of them in their history.
And they're both it's long too. Some of these songs I thought was interesting. Sorry to interrupt there, Chop. But they were similar. The way they lined up were similar in time too, like structure time wise, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, it was a good matchup.
And I really love the lyrics of it. It's just, and I agree with Dread too, that machine gun riffing, get you right in the moment. It gets you right into talking about these soldiers, and they're right in the front lines, they're getting sent off, and it creates everything for me. So yeah, win goes to Disposable Heroes.
All right. Well, no matter who I vote for, we already know who's won the round.
We already have a winner here.
We have a winner, but I'm going to go ahead and chime in with my piece. I'm going with your camp. Disposable Heroes wins this one for me, for all those same reasons. It is such a great song. It's dark. It is heavy, and it's got a really great. I like the part where it slows down to halftime. You could really hear that ride cymbal kind of chunking through. It's not it's not a sloppy mix. It's tight, and just a great album. Nothing against Poison Was a Cure, but this was, of the two, this is the stronger song. For all those reasons. So, all right. So,
that puts us at a dead heat now.
Yeah, after five rounds, we've got 2 and 2 and a draw. So we got 3. We got 3
what a
rounds to go.
What a slugfest!
Slugfest. Round 6 coming up. All right, that brings us to Leper Messiah versus Lucretia. All right, and I think it's my turn. Yes, I go first. I mean, how could you not like a song called Leper Messiah? It's got a great feel to it. I love the driving. It's kind of a slower, sludgier, but it's super heavy. It's a punch. It's got some interesting chord changes that are a little ugly, which I kind of really like as well. I think Lucretia is one of the weaker tracks on Rust in Peace. To me, this one was a really easy, clear winner. One of the two powerhouses. Leper Messiah is a big, strong, bold song, and I listened to it again. It's like, oh yeah, there's a reason why I've always liked this song. Always one of my favorite Metallica songs. So easy. Round 6 goes to Leper Messiah. Okay. All right, Dreadbull.
Okay, yeah, for me, Lucretia, another great track. It maintains that high level of excellence that is throughout Rust in Peace. Every track is just excellent, from top to bottom. But yeah, we're talking about Leper Messiah here. I mean, is there a more metal song title than Leper Messiah?
It reminds me of those books, the fantasy books, the leper, Thomas the Covenant, or Thomas the Unbeliever. Right. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is another case of sort of thrash versus doom scenario like we had in round 3. But yeah, and for me, this is like thing that should not be, another sludgy doom sort of song that drew me to Metallica in the first place. So yeah, I'm in agreement with you, Leper Messiah. Big heavy blows upside the head here.
Oh, Rust in Peace is
reeling. Heavy fists. Yeah, they are. They're back on their heels.
All right, Chop.
All right. Yeah, I'm going everything you guys said. It's Leper Messiah, hands down for me. I mean, it just it bludgeons you from the get-go. And of course, like being sludgy and a Doom fan, and a huge Doom fan that I am, it hits all the nerves for me. So yep, Leper Messiah.
Whoa, Metallica's taking a mid fight comeback return
stride here.
Was it like 3? Was it 3-2? Right,
3-2 with
an even draw. Whoo, 3-2. That brings
2 rounds to play.
Yeah, brings us to round 7. Ooh, we have Orion versus Tornado of Souls. Choptop, or no, was it back to Dread? Dread, are you next? I think you're yes.
Oh, is it me?
Yes. No, wait. Yeah, no, it is you starting this one. So, no. Was it? I don't remember. It doesn't matter to me. Who would like to go?
I think it's Chop here.
All right, Chop. You take Orion versus Tornado.
Yeah, because he just went last.
I'm really like this. This scares me. This one. Oh man. Well, one thing I'll say is Orion is one of the best and one of my favorite all time. Maybe right up there in the top 2 heavy metal instrumentals of all time. It's the melody is everything. Yeah, killer. It's a killer hook. Man, what a hell of an instrumental. Then on the opposite, you have one of the most fantastic opening riffs in metal history with Tornado of Souls, which absolutely just shreds. And that song just burns from start to finish. God. Man. I'm gonna have to give this to Tornado of Souls. It brings, for me, when I saw this live with Montag, Clash of the Titans, and they did play this live, man, my neck was hurting for like a week after. I had long hair then, believe it or not, and I was doing the whiplash and everything, and I gave myself whiplash to the, I think Slayer and Megadeth and all of them under. But man, this was such a ripper, and it's one of the best in their catalog. And yeah, the guitar work is absolutely fantastic on this one. So Tornado of Souls.
All right, Dreadbull. Round 7, Orion.
Yeah, well, I agree with Tornado of Souls. Great song, great track. Although not one of my favorite on this album, to be honest. I'm in generally not a big fan of instrumentals. I'll say half the time I skip them when they're on albums, but Metallica is really good at instrumentals. When you think about Call of Cthulhu from Ride the Lightning, and then Orion, like Orion is there's an emotional quality there. Their instrumentals aren't. Some instrumentals tend to be kind of repetitive, but theirs are not. Yeah, there's just something about that song that's really the atmosphere of it, the emotion of it. Absolutely loved. So I'm going to give the edge to Orion in this round.
Ooh. I am the deciding vote.
1 or 2. Yeah.
Oh man, unless
you have
a
split. Unless you have a draw.
Yeah, Orion is a great song. And I depends on the instrumental. Some instrumentals can be good. This one has a lot. There's kind of only one part in the song I'm really not kind of crazy about it. Toward the end, after the solos, after the slow part, it kind of takes on this more of like a marching kind of feel. It does for me get a little repetitious. This album, but I like it. Tornado of Souls. It's a regular song, so there's going to be repetition between verse and chorus and bridge and things like that. But what makes this song strong for me is when it goes from that thrash to then they go to the chorus and they go to halftime. They cut that time and that kind of breakdown. It's just like, it's a groove that's really satisfying. Then they go right back into it. I mean, that's the one thing we all know. Megadeth is so great with those transitions back and forth and smooth and seamless. It's like Dream Theater. It's like Rush. That's the progressive element. I think Dreadbull, I think it's their ability to go right before the transition smoothly. So my vote on this one, my round goes to Tornado of Souls. Wow. This one. Yeah, I know. Oh, now we have
Megadeth wins. We are at a dead heat.
We are at dead heat. It all comes down.
What a clash of titans.
It's because of the draws.
It's Ali versus Frazier.
Right. We're coming back to the last track. And all right, so this one starts.
Montag, you open.
No, I'm number 9. I go every 3, so that was start. Who's did the last one first? That was so Dread.
So it's me.
You go first. Yeah, track number 8.
Oh my lord, this is a slobber knocker of a round.
Yeah, no, we did have to take one song out of Holy Wars because we had to be a matchup.
Yeah, we should have mentioned that up top.
Yeah. So
to keep them out, took out Dawn Patrol.
Took out Dawn Patrol. It's a minute 50.
Keep the matchups even.
Yeah. So, all right.
Okay. Yeah. Man, both of these songs, they're heavy, they're aggressive. They both kick ass. I mean, this is a flurry to finish. These guys are both standing in the ring, exchanging blows back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, this really is Rocky and Apollo Creed going at it.
Yeah. Round 13.
For me, there's Damage Inc. There's this breakdown section in the middle of this thing that is so damn good. It's just so good. And that section alone, like given everything else is almost dead even, that sort of breakdown section at the end or toward second half of the song, I think is kind of the uppercut that Damage Inc. needs to win this one. So for me, it's Damage Inc. in round 8. Metallica.
All right. Ooh, very nice. All right, Chop. This is with your vote here, Damage Inc. Rust in Peace, Polaris.
Damage Inc. For everything that Dread said, it's a hell of a way to finish an album with a flurry. It is just it just pummels you.
It's all over. It is all
we don't even need to hear what Montag has
There's a minute left in the round. And
Didn't we fire him a few weeks back? Why the hell did he? Okay.
Down goes Megadeth.
Let's just block out that guy over to the right of my screen. No, I just think everything that you said, Dread, it just pummels you. What a way with a flourish.
Yeah, just
and
a breakdown. Yeah. Oh my god, so freaking good.
Yeah, it's a great track. It is a phenomenal track. I agree with you. Both of these are great. I mean, Damage Inc. is a thrasher. It's like I think the heaviest song on the album. They saved the best for last. So. As far as brutal thrash, it's every bit as
could be right.
It's like Battery opens it. Damage Inc. is the better. I think finishes it.
Nice
thrash,
Yeah.
And I'm in agreement with the both of you. Damage Inc. on this one. It would have been interesting because I have 4 songs on one album, 4 songs on the other. For me, both albums ended up as a dead draw. The match was so good, and with the round, was it 3? You guys,
round 3 was a draw.
Round 3 was a draw, and so it was that close to have been a draw on the whole thing. We were 1 song away from having a draw.
Wow. But Metallica finishes
wins.
with a knockout in the final round.
They did
a comeback. Yeah,
a big comeback.
Considering,
they were reeling after 2 rounds.
Yeah, they came out swinging, and then Metallica. I thought the second half, I mean, they're both great albums. Now, here's the thing, though. Even both round for round, album for album, I think they have their strengths. I still prefer listening to Rust in Peace to Master Puppets. You know, if I had a choice between the two, I'm going to go with Rust in Peace. I think as we did our top albums of the 90s, this is one of my favorite albums of all time. So that's part of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's just something
I think
about
it
this
depends
album.
on my mood. They kind of scratch different itches for me.
And you got a lot of itches.
Yeah, so I just go with whatever is going to scratch it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That
I think
particular
with
itch.
I think for me, guys, it's just that was what really introduced me with Metallica. I mean, back in the day, was Master. I got it on cassette. You know,
Same.
I bought like I went through the first one like nothing. It just warped it because I listened to it so much, and I bought a second one, and just about warped that.
Mhm.
So that is part of me, growing up. And I remember just spending time in our driveway at the house, and I'm shooting basketball or I'm on my skateboard doing things. But I had that jamming, man, the whole time, and it
You
just
had a
brings back a lot
skateboard?
of yeah.
I'd like to see that.
And hair? We're
Yeah.
learning all kinds of things. Like, who knew that he ever had hair or a skateboard?
Yeah, I had hair at one point. But yeah, it just that childhood kind of nostalgia feeling. So that's an attachment to me. So it's got its charm in that regard for me. So
I listened to it incessantly when I was in school.
Yep.
I had it with me. Metallica was one of the few bands. It was a very popular metal band. I mean, still, huge, but there wasn't as much variety, back when I was in
Yeah.
college. It was still a great big new album. And every metal person in the world who I knew listened to that album, that band, and it was just everywhere. You couldn't escape it.
Now, Rust in Peace, I tend to like a lot of Megadeth's catalog, other than Risk. It's a fucking turd. But I mean, sorry.
I like that album, actually.
Do you really? Oh,
yes, I do.
I'm standing in the bread line. I was like, oh, no.
I didn't say I liked every track. of the album.
Prince of Darkness is fantastic out there.
That's
I'll give you
great
that.
song, yeah.
So I tend to, but obviously you go towards maybe the early years more. Although Dystopia, their most recent release, and they're getting ready to release The Sick, the Dead, and the Dying, I think in July. With that new guitar player, Kiko Laredo, I believe. Guys, check out his videos on. He is just so fucking tight. He might be right up there with Friedman, if not a hair even better.
What?
I know.
You
Call me
shut your mouth.
blasphemer. Yeah,
You
but
shut your hairy mouth hole.
that hate hole.
So,
Yeah.
hairy
It's
hate
not
hole.
as hairy as it used to be.
Yeah. But I think, guys, that give that a shot because wow, and Dystopia was a fantastic album. So yeah, it won a Grammy actually for it. So
Wow. I want to do a show where we hear Choptop singing all the songs that he doesn't like. That would be awesome.
But he does them all in the Blaze Bailey voice.
Yeah.
now Montag does that the best, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it. Standing alone in the wind and rain. That's definitely the.
You got the
do
nasally quality down pretty
Yeah.
well.
Falling down. Come on, Cleveland. Sing. Yeah, that was. I mean, he might be a super nice guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know the guy. We'd love to have him on. Sure, why not?
Just a piss poor decision.
It just was a bad
Let's
decision on
face
the
it,
band's
it was
part.
a bad decision.
Yeah, it was
They
like
could have gotten anybody in the world.
Yes, and you tell me there are other people who
It's Iron Maiden.
couldn't have fit Iron Maiden better than Blaze Bailey. I remember
They could have found the next Bruce Dickinson.
we had
for
a mutual friend. We know someone who ran. It was the manager of the local exchange, and when this all was going down, I heard him say, we were talking about it, he's like, oh my God, I can't believe they picked this guy. He used to sing for Wolfsbane. He's shit or something like that. I'm like, oh wow. I was like, then I was like, really, that's not good. And then I heard, then I heard the singing. I'm like, oh. Yeah. And then he struggles to hit some of the high notes on that first track. I'm like, really? Asking questions, stop it again. I'm like, no, come on, you couldn't fix that one. Come on, man. But I don't think. I mean, we're off target here, but I think X Factor is one of their best produced albums. So musically, I think it's
you're right.
It sounds phenomenal, way better. Those drums sound great. Nico always has a problem with thuddy drums, low end thuddy drums. Like Nico, come on, dude.
Oh, here we go on with the drums.
Tune up the fucking drums so we can hear. Like,
oh boy,
do.
Flaccid drums.
There he goes.
Yeah,
there it is.
Look, man, I got a good ear for drums. And Nico just needs some help. He needs some help. Quit tuning those goddamn things. Get the giant drums. Get smaller drums.
And let's talk about the, obviously we're off topic here, but fuck it. So we're talking about, the lyrical content too. Ooh, Steve, some of your lyrics and
I mean, a couple of the tracks are not good. But it's the same type of stuff. It's Maiden. I mean, he talks about, Lord of the Flies, which I think is a good song. I like Sign of the Cross because it was based on the Umberto Eco, novels. I think the album overall has good songs. It's just, but when you hear Sign of the Cross sung on Rock and Rio,
oh my God,
and the songs that Bruce sings from that album, like Lord of the Flies, like they sound really good.
I would love to hear the X Factor redone again, reimagined with Bruce on the vocals. I think that would make
there's some good stuff. Virtual 11 doesn't have as much good stuff. Yeah,
he be my savior.
He's not going to save the Angel and the Gambler. It's just they just need to lay that one down.
Somebody counted like 22 times he repeats that in that song.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, it's a 9-minute song that should have been 4.
Yeah. I think it was on Sea of Tranquility podcast, and they talked about it, and they think they did the math on it. Was like 22 fucking times. He said,
it's like okay. Yeah, and it was just it wasn't their brightest moment, but I'm glad they've returned.
Yes,
we've talked about in other shows, we've done our Maiden deep dive and discussed those things. But I have to say, I am slightly surprised by today's Slugfest, just a little bit. I thought Holy Wars would win it when it all came down to it, even though when I saw mine, it came out to be a draw. I just thought for sure. So I think this was a really honest, good matchup. It didn't go the way I thought it would, but I think all of our comments were right on, spot on. And
I think in the end, Metallica just I think there was a more consistency to the level of songs. There's really not a bad song on that entire album. So
and I'll be honest.
In the end,
I'll be honest with you. I'm sorry, Dread. I'll be honest with you too. I like the production better on Master. I think Fleming Rasmussen.
Oh wow,
fantastic producer.
Really, you like the production?
I disagree there. I think I like the production on Rust in Peace.
Oh, I like it. Yeah,
so pristine.
Yes, it's a little drier. I think Master Puppets sounds wet and sloppy. The drums sound real like flappy. The big snare drums like
again. Can't get away from it.
No, it's
this man cannot abide a flaccid drum.
But then I also like listen to albums like Blizzard of Oz, and they sound really tinny to me.
True.
And so I think it just depends on
everybody's ear
technology, what they had when they were recording it. Has a lot to do with it. And that's why, I don't always like remixes or remasterings, because sometimes the song that I remember hearing a certain way, it's been changed. I don't like the Rush remasters. It's like, no. I want to hear it just like I heard it on the album. But I completely get it. But I do think the production quality on Rust in Peace is better. It is cleaner. It's more precise, Yeah. But what a great Slugfest. What a way to start off the show.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
This was fantastic.
Cool deal.
Boy, we were all kind of like, oh God, don't pick me to between these.
No, it's good. I like it. I think this is a really great match. We're going to have some good ones like this. I think what we have already chosen, and here's some, give you a little heads up, kiddies. We got some other Slugfest coming. We got some really good albums that we're putting against together, and that's what's going to be fun. Especially if we can get Wildcard in here.
Oh man,
to join us. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I would love to have heard his take on some of these.
Yeah, he'd probably say, I don't. Well, no, he loves Megadeth. I mean, Vindicator is
and he's got to be familiar with Master Puppets.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Right. So
if he's not, we'll just kick him off the show.
Yeah. Well, let's wait till he gets more guests on. Let's have him fill the rest of the calendar.
Let's wait a little while.
Go ahead until we can use out of him, and then we're kicking him.
Yeah, let's use him up first.
Yeah, like a $2 whore.
You're that wild card. We're using you for the gas, and then you're gone.
You sure got a pretty mouth. Well, we got anything else to say before we get out of here?
That's it. Great Slugfest. Great, great opening match.
First episode for this segment. I love it. Yeah.
All right, yeah,
It's gonna be
Slugfest number
fun.
1. This is gonna be a lot of fun. All right, hey, you can find Heavy Metal Horror on unsaneradio.com. Listen to full episodes or download to your device. You can find us on Facebook, Heavy Metal Horror Podcast. On Instagram, look for Montag Lewis, one word. Our YouTube page, Heavy Metal Horror Podcast. If you're watching, that's where you're at. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you know someone who'd like our show, tell them about us. This has been Montag, Master of Illusion.
And Choptop.
And Slugfest.
And you've been watching and listening to Heavy Metal Slugfest. That's gonna be
That could be a
picture.
good
That's-
thumbnail for you.
Yeah, that's the thumbnail. It's about time you did something we can show your
Right.
face.
This is Doug Helvering, and you have been listening to Heavy Metal Horror, the best podcast that you've never heard before.